paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's ball. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense on the first drive of the game. You're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Mean Green, after that last run, why not go back to the well? Might as well give it to him again. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Pearson. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on them.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back to football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense.
Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
North Texas comes to the line needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass. And here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Rutgers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Eaton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
North Texas will have to punt it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Duff. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Eaton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Unloads it left. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. North Texas doing business from the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Duff. Turns it on in midfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
42, Spider.
Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Rutgers, 31, North Texas, 9.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gonna let it fly. Reels it in down the left side. There he goes.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mean Green. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
On the ready. Fire.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Leaves it with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Looking for space. It's Duff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They go to the ground.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.